People have a lot of names for J.D. Vance. Weirdo, oddball, certified freak 7 days a week. But does he deserve this reputation?
Just everything, yeah. I mean, a lot of glazed here, some sprinkle stuff, some of these cinnamon rolls, just whatever makes sense.
Whatever makes sense? Nothing about the way he did that makes any sense. And recently, Vance's wife outed him on national TV for something even weirder.
He has all sorts of dorky interests.
I want him to explain what the dorky habits he had.
She said he's going to kill me for saying this, but it's Magic the Gathering, which was a card game. It's similar to like Pokemon.
That's right. Before J.D. Vance was a powerful political shapeshifter, he played Magic the Gathering, a collectible card game that's been around since the 90s. So we magically gathered a bunch of card-carrying dorks to see how they thought Vance's allegiance would affect their community.
So, what is Magic the Gathering? And how would you explain it to someone who doesn't give a about any of this shit?
It's a turn-based card game. You get resources called mana. You get those by playing lands or other sources. And then you generally will play creatures, and then that's what you use to attack your opponent, and you try to accumulate advantages over time.
Right, and at what point do you grow up and stop playing this shit?
But how do these super nerds feel about one of their own trying to move out of his mom's basement and into the White House?
Are you worried that J.D. Vance playing Magic will make you guys seem weird?
No. He's a Magic player, so he's a step up in my book. You need a certain level of intelligence to play Magic.
Yeah, because you're making a whole bunch of tactical decisions based on what's going on.
Why, like being able to decide, like, I don't ever want to have a woman touch me. I would rather play with some dudes in a smelly room.
It doesn't always smell the best in here.
Vance also admitted his favorite strategy was something sinister. I think. I still don't understand this game.
J.D. Vance said that when he played Magic the Gathering, his favorite deck was Yawgmoth's Bargain. What the does this mean?
It's a combo deck where you get to trade your life away for power.
He's doing what he needs to win, even if he's being a dirty Yawgmoth player.
So is Yawgmoth's Bargain disqualifying? The way like a felon shouldn't be president?
I probably wouldn't trust someone if they're willing to sacrifice so much just to get ahead.
Like how J.D. Vance spent years talking shit about Trump and then totally flipped and is now running with him.
Yeah. People who played it won pretty much too much for it to be fun anymore.
You could draw 20 cards if you want, which gives you a ton of advantage. You can't be touched for a whole turn.
I wouldn't worry about that. Pretty sure that effect is in play, independent of cards.
But was Vance's nerd cred enough to work a little magic in the voting booth?
Who here is voting for Trump Vance? Who here is voting for Harris Walz?
Oh.
And undecided voters? What are you gonna do? Get in the voting booth and roll a 20-sided die?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
What's harder to explain to your family? Being an undecided voter or being an adult man who plays Magic the Gathering?
Being an undecided voter, actually. My parents are Haitian, born and raised, so they're like, what do you mean? We don't eat cats.
But did you tell your parents that J.D. Vance also played Magic the Gathering?
No. But I don't think that's gonna sway them.
Were half these wizards and warlocks really undecided? I needed to explain politics in a way they could understand. Using a custom election 2024 Magic deck, I gave these Dorito munchers some truth to snack on.
I summon J.D. Vance.
The Boy Wanderer.
When J.D. Vance, Boy Wonder, enters the battlefield, all Haitian creatures are returned to their owner's lands.
That's pretty strong.
So,
I
think
You have to leave, yeah, you feeling a little more decided now?
I think so.
1 down, 3 to go. However, these players were teaching me a valuable lesson. That we're all losers. But especially them.
When a creature like that gets exiled, you could choose, if it's your commander, to put it back in the command zone or leave it there.
How do I lose quickly?
Choose wrong. You gotta choose wrong.
Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
I picked 3.
I picked 2.
All right, so RFK Jr. and Elon Musk die.
Great.
I will pass the turn.
Play swamp. I'll go find an island. You can go.
You're not even having a little bit of fun?
I am having absolutely no fun.
Time to do us all a favor and January 6th the shit. Game over, nerds. Now go vote. And don't tell anyone I wasn't smart enough to understand your dumb game.